Oh, okay, so we have no blessing right now. And once again, no gem bonus. You kind of got to take the classroom runs when you get them. You see, we had a gem bonus yesterday. Would like to have a classroom there. And I guess we should advance the library. I do kind of wonder if schoolhouse makes the library more likely. Looks like we have a book. Lord Evanson. Oh, we can date that one letter. We can date both of those letters. Perhaps. Where's I putting library cards? Dates. Okay. Okay, 82. Maybe this is when Anne Babbage started here. 84. Oh, this would be right before Lady Clara died. Or a year before. 79, 79, 81, 83. November 18th of 87. Some of those rooms really haven't been used very much. Let's see, November. March of 87. September of 87. M. Lowry, 92. April. That's right after New Gardener started. Sir Andrew Darrell. The third largest city in Fen Aries. Okay, Reeddington, because we don't have actual page numbers on here, so we'll just call it 2. Site of the former capital. Synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Let's head straight to the boardwalk and it goes farther than the botanical gardens. Spectacular scene near a historic castle and a charming underground bazaar. Underground bazaar? For visitors who wish to explore further, Reeddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. Specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. His most popular attraction and guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens, is loved by both locals and visitors for its Ajuran canopy house and mausoleum. Its petal-covered trails and mind-boggling variety of flowers. The reason springtime is Reeddington's busy season. Well, it's not spring. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offers a scenic and captivating tableau of natural countryside. The cobblestone trail meanders past 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right. A more stunning sight against the spectacular backdrop of the Reeddington Mountains. It's an hour to indulge in this picturesque watch, which concludes at Mainway Station. Was Mainway Station on the map? Is this a very small planet? Let's see, the map would be... I would have put that in underground metro map. Mainway... Okay, so that is the nearest station? So maybe... Man, this is in Reeddington. Or Holly is in Reeddington. The Botanical Gardens are in Reeddington. They conclude at Mainway Station. So we are here. Mainway Station is there. This is a tiny planet. Because, like, this to this is basically, like, the width of our entire continent. And we're, like, one of the major continent, the two major well, I mean, we're one country that's kind of, yeah, it's kind of one big continent. There's some dividing lines, but I mean, this is like, if this was the west coast of America, this is the east coast of America. I mean, maybe the metro, no, the metro map could be stretched out a little bit, but I don't think it'd be that stretched out. Meservy. Okay. So our botanical names are Latin. Lex is a word, but oh, is that Ilex or Ilex? Ilex. Oak. Okay, so that probably is actually the holly part. The holly-like foliage of Ilex, okay. EAE. EAE. There's a Meservy Blue Princess. It looks like a Meservy. Okay, so this is a real thing. Blue holly, Meservy hybrid holly. Cold hardy, medium-sized broadleaf evergreen shrub. Artificial hybrid between English holly and East Asian by Kathleen Meservy of St. James, New York. Average, acidic, moist, well drained. Oh, blue hollies, the bluish cast of the leaves. Blue holly. Okay. That's probably enough to explain the choice. Most cold hardy broadleaf evergreen shrubs. All right, Reddington 4. Featherfall Keep. You'll find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, second highest summit. A historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Former home of Lord William Epson, one of our ancestors. Why is it former? As until recently, always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son Lionel Epson left the estate never to return. Daughter stayed to maintain the resident staff until her marriage in 1951. So that settles that. Now, that might be the 1128, or it might not. Ceased to be a family residence. After a historic house museum and tourist attraction, the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. That date is probably not significant. But it does say that, I thought Clara had heavy ties to Araja. But they're saying that they've been living here. Although maybe Epson married an Arajan who passed down some of that stuff. Like that was actually grandmother's diary. The first king of Arinda Ares. Why didn't that name get blocked out? Conflicting dates cast some doubt on... but they're... Yeah, okay. Well, there's some conflicting documents. Okay, so that image is supposed to be Trinsdale. A tranquil, serene stillness. And Trinsdale is part of Reddington? This is like basically practically the East Coast lake, I think. Gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Airy's premier vacation destinations, inclusive for its more privileged citizens. And Herbert gave the Trinsdale cottage to his servant. Lakeside resort and cabins are configured by royalty from the realm's gentry for generations. On the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous at the 100 Bells Tea Room. Open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. And the very peculiar Mount Holly. The library really is quiet, though, huh? I don't know that would be an important number. And the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience, one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. A significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. Opposite side of the peak. 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly schoolhouse in 1966. I had it pegged at around 65 as an end date. Did I keep the July? Okay, July to March. So closing was in July. July 66. That was the Mount Holly Schoolhouse and the Reeddington Elementary. And then March of 67, Reeddington Elementary opens. So this would be students in Mount Holly Estate. To appreciate the house's unique architecture at distance to one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Mainway Station Bazaar. Oh, Underground Bazaar. Okay. Wonder why they didn't keep the metro around. For the sentimental tourist wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar. But don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace once Reddington Central? Reddington Central Railway Station. At a time when the realm's trains were still in service. The turnstiles, footbridge, and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you're bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a momentum to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventures in Reddington. Ooh, new map. And I don't have a magnifying glass. That Baron's End? Turner Fork was one of the other things, huh? There's Reddington proper. There's Mount Holly. Featherfall Keep, Mount Parma. That's Trinsdale Lake. Aria River divides the two realms. I'm not sure where the estate is. Over here, maybe? This planet is tiny. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and find a magnifying glass. We may have to check this out again sometime. Ah. Okay, and that was our first draft. Oh, we are going to be so short on gems. Oh, this is the effect of... Oh, we didn't draw the... this... Well, this turns back into a place we have access to. This is a good thing to have. This is supposed to have extra probability, too. Oh, we have had an effect. We did not get an item here, though. It's the first time we've not had an item here. Oh, there's a chest. Okay. And, yeah, now we have 0. Man, we were so much better prepared for this the other day. We had keys. We had 4 gems. Shoot. We're to turn down 1 classroom. Okay, that's just going to be grade 1. We've already got good steps. We haven't... Is this after drafting? Okay, taking another classroom here would be a problem. The pool's in a terrible position. These could be gems. Like, I'd love to keep an open door here. That is like a broken handle? Yeah. Alright, so the classroom will let us redraw. We probably should just take... The boudoir is a gem too. But it has an opening we might be able to use later. And we have no keys right now. Fortunately, we don't get redraws on this one. Ooh, okay, so this leads to gems. Man, can you afford to turn down any classrooms? But we desperately need gems to continue drafting them. We should probably take the fork at this point. And this directly helps us get to the classrooms. We're kind of the same on either side. Oh, dead end classroom. So we can't draft out of it. We're doing pretty good at drawing them, but... Okay, so this we can walk in and check items. Okay, and we can walk in and out of this room as much as we want. I guess we're gonna have to walk back through here anyway, but... And we did not draft a classroom, so we don't have that bonus yet. Okay, so we have 2 branches now. We probably need to start taking these when we can. Okay, so grade 2. I'm leaving the apples for now because we have steps, and if we get a laboratory apple experiment, we could be in really good shape. Ooh, okay. See how far we can get without keys. And we did draft the classroom, and we're kind of close enough to the... we're probably already at the point where it's not going to be great. Kind of break even. Do get our sleeping mask. Oh, that could be really good, but we need to keep our openings. Ooh, God, that would be helpful. This is positive gems. And it's branches. And maybe an item. Have I seen any other? I know we had dig spots the other day. Probably not. Well, they're all turns. So we're kind of stopped regardless. I probably shouldn't have walked in here, huh? Garage. Spends a gem for keys. Okay, so we can go back to the library. Oh, May the 2nd of M. Lowry. You were like 87? Lord Evanson. April 25th. Parlor note. I mean, it could have been from a different visit, but... Gems are in a box with a false statement. The blue box is false. The white box is false. Oh boy. So this is the only statement about where the gems are. I guess that could be interpreted as the gems are in a box with a true statement. We don't know the count here. Okay, so if we take that as true, then this is itself false, and this is true, and the gems are in the white box. That is a consistent set, which probably means it's right. We take this as false, the gems are in a true thing, then that is... And this statement is true. The gems are still potentially in the white box. And then this thing is false. Then we have two false boxes. No, wait. We're saying... No, if this, oh, we're saying if this statement is false, no, if this statement is true, if this statement is false, gems are in a, then what we really have is gems are in a true box. That statement is true. So also consistent, it also says white. And that's just kind of taking this box and following it through both ways. Okay, we do still have the other thing over there. That gives us draw options. Oh, that was a locked door. Okay, food is not our biggest problem. I mean, it could become our biggest problem, but... Slowly building up some keys. Yeah, it's not worth going up to the dormitory now. We're too far out. No dirt. Oh, there's dirt. Ooh, this is everything. Okay, well, that gives us foundation branches, at least. Okay, we've seen one chest. It's a ways away. Oh, the metal detector was last one. We've already lost the bookshop, so... I guess we could run across a coupon book or something, but... Okay, keys are still, Oh, is the metal tester giving me more tin cans? Okay, I guess we just take care of south. Okay, locked. Dining room. Not a great orientation. I mean, our steps are kind of okay. That really... Man. That really does potentially limit my movement, though. Okay, another locked door. Okay, we're down to all locked doors. We do get draws when we go over to the other classroom. We'll burn up a lot of steps running back and forth. We have been through a tunnel, so we could stop at the dormitory. Oh, I think it would be faster to go outside. That would force us... Well, when we eventually come back up here, we can then do the same thing. Oh, and I have to stop at the library. We got a magnifying glass. We've got a fair number of steps. This is not looking terribly good at getting to the end, but... Well, we're surely going to have to come back through here, so we'll see how things are going by then. Okay, and this is the dormitory. Yes, yes. I mean, these are probably just decorative art. It's a very peculiar mountain. Was it like artificially made to become the tallest place? Well, we can see Mount Holly in the distance, so it's like we're not right there. I can read most of this. No, Burrow's End. No. Snip in 3 seconds. Unless that's Mount Holly? Well, no, no, Mount Holly's over here. We're looking at Mount Holly, right? Or maybe that's supposed to be us up on a hill. Seem farther away from everything. Okay. Gems are nice, and we do have redraws. That would give us 2 places to pick up gems. It would cut off some space. Dead end. Okay, geography. Ooh, classroom with windows. So maybe we make grade 6. No, actually, grade 5 is art. I mean, we lost some space down here. We lost some space down there. That is facing in a decent direction, and security doors could shut us down. So turning that down could be good. Wasn't thinking about the power room. We been suffering from few branches for most of this. Okay, we've got some mutual things, but those other 2 doors were locked. Okay, we're just in that part of the house then. Ooh. Oh, we have a bunch of items. But this is the only room that goes forward. Everything else cuts us off from the back half of the house. Okay. We've got lots of steps. So I guess we can see how far we go. Because I mean, any of those could be classrooms. Okay, workshop. We don't have a lot of dig spots. So it might have a battery. We've shovel can dig up diamonds, but how many more dig spots are we gonna get? We keep spending our broken leverite before we need it. Yep, it's a battery. I guess we wait until we actually get a dig spot. Oh, this would actually be a good place for a closet. Maybe I should... Well, we're almost out of keys. Okay, well, we have dinner. We are on such a narrow band here. In our last key. I mean, I guess we go for one more classroom? We're not going to get keys anywhere. Okay, do any of these affect keys? Rotate. We have no money right now, so showroom is just... No. The gem cost would be great, but we don't have it. This gives us the most options. I guess it could all be locked doors. Oh, there's a security door. And locked. Yeah. We are just absolutely done. I guess I should have redrawn for a classroom here, because that would at least guaranteed us one more grade. Can make the burning glass. Could make the power hammer. We did not get the greenhouse. Could walk all the way back just to eat dinner. And we got the dormitory. Yeah, we got classroom right after we got stilted on resources. So really, this was a keys thing. Oh, I forgot to write down yesterday, huh? So 35. We got stopwatch. Or ran out of doors. Maybe I'm forgetting about something else. 36. We got schoolhouse. Ran out of keys. Got the guide to Reeddington. So a little bit of information there. I don't know if any of it's immediately helpful. Yeah, so we've had a bunch of rough runs. But I think what happened last Friday is we like pushed on and had like a 3-hour run. And I mean, maybe I could have chosen differently, but the dig spots wouldn't have made any difference either. I just keep wondering if I'm forgetting something. I mean, we're doing surprisingly well at drawing classrooms. I almost wonder if maybe I should be focusing more on resourcing early. But I think other times we've just kind of run out of space to put classrooms. Academic villa. It actually does. I don't know if I've ever seen like this much of this type of window. So there was something going on there.